What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Mannish Podcast.
Howdy.
Greetings to all those tuning in. If you just logged in, you ain't missing nothing yet. We just getting started. For those who don't know, I'm your boy Serge.
Hood Prophet. I am the Hood Prophet.
I'm Clark, man.
Look at you, Chris.
But yeah, man, appreciate everybody joining in, tuning in.
How y'all
whatever you
good
wanna
people
call
doing
it.
tonight?
You know, hope y'all's week has been yeah, we can hear that.
I laughed because he said y'all's weeks. I was like, two S's?
I said that? Oh, he said that.
No, Chris said it.
Y'all's week has been productive and bountiful, plentiful in the wholeness and goodness.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas,
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate.
You know, whatever you do, that's what you do. You know,
I
whatever.
don't know what y'all do with Buddha and
If you
Allah
don't
and that.
celebrate, hey, that's cool too. You know, it's no point of, you know,
Happy December 25th, y'all.
right?
Right.
Just know me and mine is celebrating, so don't rain on our parade.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, appreciate y'all tuning in again for another episode of the Mannish Podcast.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, anybody that we have
On the Facebook Live.
on the Facebook Live, but
On
you
the
know you
Facebook
sound
Live.
65 or 70.
hey,
On the Facebook Live.
hey, say COVID.
We ain't going there.
COVID.
Yeah.
What does Mannish mean?
Mannish means Mannish means
The thing.
somebody asked, what is that on YouTube? Is that on
Yeah, I think it's on YouTube.
Is that on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, somebody on YouTube has asked, what does Mannish mean? So we're gonna let our compadre brother explain that.
Y'all some idiots. So, Mannish is just
Ole.
pretty much the name of the podcast and pretty much just touching on different views and viewpoints, but from a man's point of view.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. Yeah, we do have guests and women guests and different perspectives, but for the most part, it's us three discussing different topics and subjects as we view them.
You know, like when your mom used to say, "Stop acting mannish."
Yeah. So,
No, that's a different Mannish.
my man never told me that.
Nah. Who, man, people, I mean, you ain't, yeah, you are from the South. I don't know why your mama ain't
I
told
never
you
told
that.
you that. Yeah.
Stop acting managed.
But yeah, it's just a, you know, just different conversation, man, that we have, you know, as men. So it's just man-ish, you know.
Yeah, she used to tell me you a child, stay in a child's place, but I don't think she ever told me that I was acting
Yeah,
managed.
that's different.
Yeah.
You know, if you was acting mannish, that just means you was trying to be grown and,
Oh.
and fast and, you know, doing stuff that you shouldn't be
Shouldn't
doing
be
as a kid.
Yeah, that was stay in a child's place for me.
Okay. All right, so moving on. Moving on. He got time out too, so
Yeah.
you
He didn't get whooped as a child.
Boy, stop.
know. But yeah, that's
I got whipped both
that's
of
what
y'all.
that's what
No,
that
you
is.
didn't whip more than me.
We pretty much just came up with
Beg
it.
to differ.
Hey guys, children. We pretty much just came up with it based off of conversations that we had between each other, whether it been, you know, in person on the game. You know, we all Xbox. You know, we be in the chats having conversations a lot of times, just, you know, about some serious stuff. So we just decided to put it all together, and well, he decided, he being Sergio, decided to put it all together, man, and let y'all into our world, into our brains. So that's what that is. Appreciate you asking. Any other questions?
Yeah, that was a good question.
That
I
was
don't
a
think
good
I've
question.
ever been asked that.
Nobody's ever asked that before.
No. So yeah, that was a good question. But
Who asked that?
moving on. Rizius.
So is that Rizius?
Rizius.
Appreciate the question. That was a good question.
But yeah.
Did somebody say something on there?
But yeah, moving on. We are going to jump into some topics. I think I'm gonna present the first one.
Okay.
All right. So I've got a friend. And anybody watching, tuning in, you want to welcome to comment. You can comment Facebook Live. You can comment on YouTube, or you can call in 678-638-6626. But yeah, try to keep your calls to 2 minutes. So we can give other people opportunity to call. But I have a friend who's going through a situation Him and his girlfriend.
All right.
He is pretty much, got his head down, grinding, like focused on accomplishing some goals that he had set up. What it was supposed to be, they had set up.
Right.
But he's doing everything he can, prioritizing, like knocking stuff out.
Right.
But he's pretty much doing it single-handedly.
Okay.
The girlfriend is saying, she's, saying she's on board, she's going to do this, she's going to do that. And a lot of decisions that are being made are based off of the decisions that they made, conversations that right. But being that they've made these decisions and he's the only person that's actually grinding and putting forth the effort to get this stuff done, it's all falling back on him.
Right.
Right. So my question being, if you're in a relationship and you've had the conversation with your partner about, things that y'all are supposed to be doing, expectations, like how focused y'all have to be. Can you call it quits? Is it a good enough reason to call it quits if that person is not putting forth the same amount of effort as you in accomplishing the things that y'all are trying to accomplish?
So I'll take that first. Absolutely. I feel like in a relationship, support and assisting one another in building your goals or reaching your goals and building dreams and empires together, I think that's a major component. Like I don't feel like you can be in a relationship and we discuss working towards a goal and we start working towards the goal and then I'm the only one doing the leg work. Yeah, that's a problem. But you expect to reap the benefits from the leg work that I'm putting out, then yeah, that's a major issue. Because once it becomes successful, you're gonna want in. Then you'll be like, oh yeah, well I can. Well, what happened to all the months or years, depending on how long it takes to you to reach whatever you're trying to accomplish? What happened to all the support and grinding then? Like now, I'm like, you don't deserve to be a part of my success, because now I've done it. I've done all the legwork myself. I've done all the grinding myself. I've done all the building myself, and you just get to sit back and reap the benefits. No, it don't work like that. So I definitely feel like I can call it quits off of your lack of support, especially if it's a dream that we both discussed and you see me grinding, me working, me doing all this. Some part of you should sit back and be like, man, he really doing this, or man, she really doing this. I need to step my game up. And then if we've discussed it numerous times since then, like, you ain't holding up your end of the bargain, you ain't putting the work in and I'm putting in. Yeah, If after a lot of amount of time you ain't made no changes, yeah, it's definitely, and I definitely can be in a position to call it quits.
Okay.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. Like, it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, if we had a situation, I'll use myself for example.
Speak up.
I use myself for example, trying to buy a house.
Okay.
So, if we're not in the same, like we're on the same pathway as far as getting our credit situated, saving the money for the down payment and things of that nature. Granted, that's a girlfriend, so it's a little different in that aspect. But there's no point in me staying.
Yeah, you can't be put on wife status if you can't even do the simple things like support me or support us. Because if I say if it's us that came in together and decided on this plan, then it ain't just me you're supporting. It's supposed to be us that you're supporting. So you're supposed to be a part of it as well. And yeah, there's definitely grounds to throw the deuces.
Okay, so part two of that question being, how long is too long to stay in that situation?
I was going to talk about the first part.
Okay, go ahead.
When you meet a person, we got an old saying is you sign up for that.
Okay.
So somebody's work ethic, somebody drive, somebody ambition when you first meet them. So whether him or her, they knew that particular person's motto. So you signed up for that.
Right.
To some
hold
extent.
On. But because you say that you signed up for that, do you stay in that situation for the long run and continue to go through the same junk?
With me personally, what I would do, I would just you don't benefit off that part. So pretty much, if you want to not be a part of this particular business adventure I'm doing, then you just, whatever we agreed on the bills and stuff, whatever it may be, you still pay your part. I pay mine, but that access money that I put my effort in, that's me.
Yeah.
You stay where you at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't benefit off what you ain't putting yourself in. But what I'm saying, if the pros outweigh the cons, I can deal with that as far as, you know what, you may not be putting in for that, but you help me with that part of our relationship.
I get that part as far as the pros and the cons. I do get that part. But I feel like it's no point in putting yourself in a situation long term if you are seeing this stuff early. But like you were saying, when it comes to certain things, I think you can deal with it because based off of the seriousness of which or what the goals are, or what you're trying to accomplish, there's certain ways that you can be like, okay, like you were saying, like, hey, you know, I did this, I've grinded this hard to get this, then, you know, you're not going to be included in a lot of this stuff. Which in that case, now you're presenting another issue within y'all relationship, because now she gonna feel like, oh well, you know, if we together, we supposed to be one. You know what I'm saying? And then it flips back on you. You know what I'm saying? So in the situation, like Clark was saying, when you're dealing with the house, right? So say I grind, I'm busting my butt, I'm coming up with majority of the down payment, everything, you know, getting everything done, right? At the end of the day, when we get into that house, I'm not sure if I want to be in that house with you, because I feel like I may get stuck once I get the house because you're not holding up to your end of the bargain.
Not only that, going back on what Disco was saying, like I feel like people put on facades and can do that for a decent amount of time. I know in the beginning of a relationship, that's people call it
the honeymoon phase.
Right, the honeymoon. They call it the honeymoon phase, and I will say that a lot of people put their best foot forward in the beginning of a relationship. So I may have one of those people who real good at acting. So they could pretend that they putting forth the effort, and you can see a drive in them. They go to their 9 to 5. They don't miss no days. They don't call off. Like you can see a work ethic to make you want to have the discussion. Absolutely. Like, this is a good person that I can go into business with. This is a good person that I can set some ground rules on, and we can come together and make something happen. And then you get in that situation, and you don't see no red flags until y'all come to the common goal of setting something up to, like, okay, this is the goal we're going to accomplish. And then you recognize, like, okay, well, she might be a hustler at work, but when it comes to doing something and making her own, staying on her own, coming together and doing something that we can both call our own, the drive ain't there. So that's kind of turns things in a different direction. You're like, okay, well, this person got a good work ethic as far as at work. When it comes to setting goals that we put aside for ourselves, there's no work ethic, and that kind of makes it puts a damper on the relationship, because I'm like, okay, you can do all this for your boss, but here I am, your spouse, mate, whatever you want, whatever we are at the time, and we set up a goal, and you can't commit to that. You can't show no ground for that. You can't show no commitment for that. That's a problem, and it's gonna create problems going forward, because now I'm gonna be selfish with whatever I've been doing the legwork of. Now, whatever goal I set aside, or whatever company I'm putting money into, or LLC, or whatever we set up, if I'm the only one doing the legwork, I'm gonna be selfish. Whatever money I'm getting from that, you ain't touching it, and then that's gonna create so now our stuff you can't, because now it ain't our stuff no more. Now it's mine. So it's going to me, it's gonna create more problems than not.
So let me ask you this: say you're doing all the legwork, get the business started.
Mm-hmm.
The other person that's grinding at 9 to 5 is not pretty much helping you do the legwork, but they're taking care of a lump sum of the bills. That way, whatever you doing on the side can help build that business. You still feel that same way? Even though I'm not doing it, even though I'm not out there physically doing the legwork.
I take that into consideration. If you're on the back end hustling and you want to be behind the scenes, and it's been a discussion, or whenever we discuss, you be like, well, maybe you didn't recognize that I am taking.
But at the end of the day, though, that person is still putting forth the effort. It may not be
right
what you're doing.
Yeah.
But they're still putting forth some of the effort.
Right.
I mean, as far as
you don't have to be on the front line to put in effort. You can be behind the scenes. I'm cool with that.
All right. So in a situation like you brought up, you're trying to get a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So say your credit's not what it should be. Say you don't have the money that you feel like you're gonna need for a down payment, right?
Right.
So you going to work. You grinding, you getting the money, you're trying to stack the money that you're not stacking, you're putting it towards your credit, trying to pay stuff off or whatever it may be, right? But the person that you're involved with is going to work every day, handling that part of the business, but they're going shopping, they're going to buy this, they're going to buy that. They're not putting any money into getting their credit better to put y'all in a better situation, not putting no money up to be able to help go towards this down payment. That's what I'm saying. Like that same grind that you have. Now, y'all talked about this and previously as far as what y'all are trying to accomplish. So it's not like this person doesn't know what y'all are trying to accomplish. They just are choosing to do what they want to do with their portion and not prioritize what, needs to be done first. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and like you said, I would be hesitant to move into a home with somebody with that mindset. 'Cause
Right.
That's a selfish mindset to me.
Right.
If we put forth a goal that we came up with,
And this is major goal.
right?
So if you feel like this over something major, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna deal with this stuff on a repetitive level with minor stuff.
Right. Because now it feels like, especially that because I'm pretty sure if y'all have discussed getting a home, there's some sort of complaint from where y'all are now, where y'all living now. So you can't be complaining and be upset about where you are now if you ain't doing nothing to change your circumstance. So if you see me out 9 to 5 and not missing no days, grinding, putting money in the account, trying to get my credit together, and you just chilling, going shopping, doing all this, then yeah, that's a problem.
You living your best life while I'm out here, with my, I'm out here in the trenches.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. It is.
Yeah.
And that make more sense because what happens is you're gonna create a monster.
Yeah.
So if you let him or her get away with that at first, that's it. It's done because they done got what they wanted off of you, and then you done created a monster.
Yeah.
So that's like
You didn't create.
so now I understand what the second part of it. Like it does. You can't put up with it.
Now the second part of that question. So Joe, what we talking about is if you're in a relationship and you have certain goals that you have set, certain things that you're trying to accomplish, and that drive and that hustle isn't the same between both parties, is that a legitimate reason to call it quits? So the second part of that question is, how long is too long to stay in that situation?
That's a
I'm not saying how long as far as, okay, well, after 2 months. No, like how long? Like at what point do you say, you know what, this is it?
That's a tough call to make. For me personally, like I said, I don't. Whenever I'm investing into a relationship and I love somebody, it's harder to bounce. So you'll make up all kind of excuses for the person, like, well, I see them trying somewhat, and then in the back of your mind, you're like, they ain't trying at all. So you'll make excuses for the people that you love and want to make it work with. But on the back end, where I'm at now, I'm starting to learn that everybody, ain't meant for you. And sometimes you just gotta come to a realization of, although I really do care about this person, although I feel like we possibly could have been something, this situation is threatening to me building.
Yeah.
So if you stopping my growth, that's a problem in itself. Because part of being in a relationship, just like part of being in a family, you should be pushing people to do better or be better.
Yeah, you should be elevating each other.
Correct. So if we've been at a standstill for the entire relationship, then it may be time for me to evaluate, is this worth going forward with?
Right.
And like I said, I can't really put a time frame on it, but I definitely feel like once you start to take off successfully, it's time to go. Why you laugh?
Hey, somebody on YouTube said an hour tops. Shout out Mikey, man. No patience, Mikey. That's what we gonna call
Hey, but
you.
not like
Mikey.
But what y'all saying is relationship.
Mikey, one of the artists that's gonna be on next week's episode.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
Appreciate you tuning in, Mike.
But yeah, like with that, like as far as with me, just my personal views, I don't believe in divorce. So we're talking about a boyfriend and girlfriend. We're not talking like as far as a marriage.
We talking about
Across the board.
Yeah, it
No
doesn't
matter
if you're
no matter
girl,
the status.
I mean, a marriage is a little bit different because I feel like that's not a reason to get divorced.
No,
That's not a reason to leave.
I get that. I get that. But a lot of what you would see in that marriage, 9 times out of 10, you would see that before you got married.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, you would see a lot of.
I
I
mean,
don't get me wrong.
unless y'all did
some
a-
stuff changes.
I must say that unless I did a quick shooter rating.
So we got so somebody asked a question. somebody asked a question. Wouldn't you question what brought the change on instead of watching it unfold?
That too.
So I would, and that's the reason why I asked. At what point do you say it's over with?
Right.
Because
Enough.
after you see it, I'm not just saying that. Okay, I would just be like, you know what, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like it would be like even though we had the conversation of what we're trying to accomplish, we would still have another conversation. Like once I saw something like was slacking or we weren't I felt like you weren't. I would have that conversation.
Yeah, and I said that too. Once we've had several conversations and you're not doing your part, then that's when you can call it quits. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, you ain't doing nothing, I'm gone. Like, of course, we would have to have some sort of communication back and forth.
Yeah, because at sometimes you're just gonna be beating a dead horse,
right?
And because you're beating that dead horse, now this person's like, oh, so here we go again. Now we gotta talk about this again, or here we are having to deal with the same stuff. Like before it gets to that point, at that point, it's time to call it quits.
I guess my mindset's a little bit different as far as if we're in a relationship like that. If we're just dating, it's certain stuff I'm not finna have. Like unless I put a ring on your finger, like certain goals I'm not finna try to push with you. And from the sounds of where the conversation, like I'm not finna start a business with someone I'm just dating. I'm not finna look for a home with someone I'm just dating. You feel me?
So you don't feel like those plays should be in motion before y'all make a major commitment like marriage? Like I feel like if you're with somebody for an allotted amount of time, I'm pretty sure without that amount of time y'all have discussed pretty much everything on hand. So after a year or 2 years or 3 years, you're like, okay, we've been together for some times, so what's the next move? What's the next play? So but before I get to the point of proposing or even getting to the point to where we're discussing marriage, there should be some sort of questions of where are we going with this? What are we doing?
It's got to be some kind of road.
I might say because I might say I don't want to get with nobody and then we just chilling for 2-3 years and we just get married and we ain't discussed nothing. Now we in the marriage and we don't even know.
We're gonna discuss it, but as far as like. I'm gonna build my credit myself. You build your stuff yourself. But I'm not with me dating I'm not living with you right at this moment. I'm living elsewhere. You living you doing your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I'm not finna sit up here and okay, I'm building my credit to get this house. I don't know what you're doing on your back end when you're not around me. When you're not, you know what I'm saying? When you're not doing
that. But if y'all have plans, okay, let's say this right here. Y'all ain't married. Y'all could be in a serious relationship. Y'all could be engaged. Like y'all could be in a serious situation. But that's something that you got to be putting in place beforehand, because what's gonna happen is once y'all do become one, now you already behind the curve because y'all waited until now you have to be together. Like, okay, if you plan on getting married, like what's better than being in a situation where when y'all are married and y'all can go buy a property.
Correct. Right. And I feel like,
put yourself in a situation.
And I feel like if you're one of those people, like you say, you're one of those people who's against divorce. So the best way to be against divorce is to make sure you're discussing and setting up everything before you get married. So if we have all these discussions, okay, while at year 2, year 3, whatever year we're in together, or however long we've been together, and we're having a discussion like, okay, I know eventually, I want to be married. I want a home. And I feel like right now, the best thing for me to do to set up that is to get my credit together. And I advise you to do the same.
Yeah.
Like, if we're discussing
in my mindset as a man, that's on me as a man. Like I got to get my stuff together so I can make sure I have my stuff together. So when it's time to purchase a house, all my stuff is in order.
So what about her?
I was about to ask that.
I mean,
so what about her?
I mean, of course, if she's the one I want to be with, that I'm putting a ring on, like once I propose, we go ahead and have that lined out. Like what have you done to help better the situation?
I guess it goes back to at the end of the day, if we're in a relationship, regardless if we're engaged, regardless if we're married, we're in a relationship. Like not like our goals, our goal isn't only to love on each other and all of that, but we should be trying to elevate each other. We should be trying to make each other better, whether it be better partners, better thinkers, better anything. So I think that goes hand in hand with, even if we aren't like, and this just goes into where we are in society right now as people. Even if our plans right now aren't to get married, like we all know credit is king.
Correct.
So why not hey man, let's get this stuff situated. You know what I'm saying? We all know stuff happens, so you need a little bit of money. Hey, why not put it? Let's come up with a plan where we can put ourselves, regardless if it's just you and your money or me and my money. Let's try to come up with a plan to where I could be saving, you could be saving. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's still part of being in a relationship, trying to elevate people, regardless if you're married or not married. Now, as far as buying a house, I agree with you. I'm not sure that I would buy a house with someone I'm not married to, just because of the long-term commitment and you getting into a house and something happens, like when you're not married, it's stuff that holds you there, but it's also not enough to hold you there at the same time. So you could dip, and then now both of us in a horrible situation because I can't afford the house by myself. You can't afford the house by yourself. Now it goes in foreclosure or whatever. Now we all screwed up.
Right.
So I agree to an extent with that.
Yeah.
What's up, Disco? Speak on it.
I was saying about you said how long?
Yeah.
I think the answer should be if you the other person that's not doing it, like I'm doing all the work. I think once it take a toll of you, where you can't be who you are.
Absolutely.
That's when I think it's enough. So when I'm just too stressed out, I can't even, all due respect to her being in here, give you what I want to, or love you like I want to, caress you because I'm so stressed out of doing everything. Then what good am I to you now? Because you put me in that position. Well, I can't be the woman that you want me to be to you physically or emotionally because I'm so tired of doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Right. So I think that should be a key ingredient when enough is enough.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with
Absolutely. Hey, Uncle Mel, you're absolutely right. Hey, man, shout out Uncle Mel. Uncle Mel was dude we did the show with Disco one Saturday, man. You're right. That's why we go play football, man, to get away. You know, we that's our man time. But yeah, man, we're gonna close this topic out, man. Appreciate all the input through the comments, man. I think that was something I was thinking about, man. I think
good question to throw out there. I like that.
Yeah, man. You know, anything that and some of the stuff that we throw out, man, we really just like it's Mannish. So we giving a point of view. We would love female point of views also. But understand, like, we not trying to ruin no relationships. Like, we just trying to make sure folks get a good understanding. You know what I'm saying?
I can't watch y'all. Y'all having us talking now.
Right. We just trying to make sure folks get an understanding, man, because at the end of the day, man, something that maybe one of us have gone through can probably help somebody out there that may be watching, man. So, you know, we just trying to make sure that we keep all topics floating, man, give y'all something to think about to where y'all Uncle Mel? Yeah, Uncle Mel crazy. Just give y'all something, man, that may be able to help y'all, man, and elevate y'all, man. That's what that Batman hat.
Batman hat.
That 10-pound hat.
10-pound hat.
But
yeah.
He said act like an angel. I tried that, but she would not sign the papers at all. She told me that she would let me leave if she died, and that's exactly what happened. She passed.
listen, we don't condone poisoning or anything like that. Uncle Mel, we ain't gonna ask how she died. We're not gonna ask, Uncle Mel. We're not gonna ask. We just gonna let you have that, man.
You're right.
Right.
Yeah, we gonna let you have that, Uncle Mel.
Ain't trying to see you in the man version of Snap.
Right. Listen,
bro, you already finna get jumped by teenagers in your neighborhood. You better chill out.
Made for TV, Uncle Mel. Huh? Oh, man. Uncle Mel, we going to move on, my brother. We going to move on, Mr. Batman.
We're going to let you make it, Batman. You better go back to the Batcave, bro.
Hey, what you call it? Listen, Uncle Mel, we ain't get into that.
No parts of that.
The Mannish Podcast disclaimer: we do not represent or have
we don't control nobody comments on here.
Right. Anything to do with comments that are made on our podcast. But yeah, man, that's my topic, man.
Angela ain't no better. She said, Angela ain't no better. She said, well, did you pray on it? Because it may not come when you want him, but he's right on time.
You prayed? Uncle Mel, don't tell me you prayed on her to die.
What over?
No, amen.
No,
amen.
I am not amen to that.
Brother, you better watch yourself when you go home.
Bro.
Man, I'm good.
Right.
I'm talking about him.
Does
He talking about me.
Listen, does all your drink taste like Kool-Aid? If it all tastes like Kool-Aid, bro, you could be drinking antifreeze. I'm just letting you know right now.
Cooking in the house? You do, right?
Me, majority of the time.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I see.
See, sir?
I don't know.
Hey, she said she got an insurance policy on you, bro. I know something.
No. My beneficiary has been the same person for the longest. My mama.
Oh Lord, don't let your mama call up here. But yeah, man.
Please don't have mom.
Mama, you don't need to call. I'm just we good. Yeah.
Hey man.
I'm about to say he my beneficiary.
No, who me?
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
know
good
that.
to know.
But that's cool.
Well, antifreeze taste like what?
Yeah, right. That's cool. That's good. That's good to know.
I just haven't updated yet. It was you my power of attorney, not my beneficiary.
So who the beneficiary?
Braylon.
Oh, so I'm still the beneficiary.
Yeah, he's still beneficiary then,
Yeah.
technically.
Braylon ain't getting nothing. I'm gonna give Braylon $5. $5. Send him to the Dollar Tree. Let him ball out.
Ain't gonna repeat it. Hit $5.
Right.
$5?
Cool, bro. Cool, bro.
Hey. But yeah, man. But yeah, that's my topic, man.
I like
that one.
That was a good one.
So our next segment, man, we're gonna get into is another thing that we like to do on this show, man. I'm not doing sound effects this week. Y'all told me not to do it.
Yeah, the sound effect was terrible. No sound effect.
Y'all want to hear it again?
No.
Let's do it again.
Hey, y'all remember like the horn, like the little horns, like when the DJ come on at the club, like
Sound like the sped bus passing by.
Ain't no horns on my shit. Nothing like that.
hey man,
I ain't never heard that sound effect.
hey, that's the sound of a horn from a ghetto window.
DJ D-Rec ain't got no job no more. Let's go find that.
Hey man,
For real, we need a button push over here. Chris ain't making it happen.
hey, listen, hey, what you don't want me to do the sound? Give me some sounds. No, but
we got one coming. Vent mode.
yeah, the second
Let's
our
get
next
into this.
section, man, is gonna be vent mode, man.
Vent
It's where
mode.
we take time out of our podcast to let everybody vent about something that has happened to them this week. So,
Where we starting at with it?
oh, you said you had
Oh, I
yeah,
do.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so we start. Okay,
Go ahead, like right.
Almost white.
Shut up, man. All right, so my vent mode, man.
Casper.
I don't know if I paid attention to it as much since Corona has started, or if I pay attention more since. But my vent mode for the week is if you work a job involved with customer service, if you're dealing with customers, y'all suck. The majority of y'all. Everywhere I've been since, I mean, mine is Chick-fil-A because everybody can't be Chick-fil-A. They one of a kind.
My pleasure.
Yeah, they one of a kind. I don't know. Whoever trained them need to train every
Right.
job in America.
So like, thank you, sir, for cussing me out like that.
Yeah.
Not that had that kind of cussing all.
Well, they
day.
had
Yeah.
the hands of God on them at Chick-fil-A. bro.
I don't know, but maybe having Sundays off got them in
So
the
be
best spirit.
specific, man. Be specific.
McDonald's, Burger King, Walmart, Kroger,
All of them?
every single one of them.
Maybe they just don't
Customer
like
service has been it ain't. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe
It
they
ain't,
just
it
don't
ain't
like
just
you.
me though. That's what I'm saying.
you. How you know?
Because I talk to people in line and talk to people while I'm in the store, and it's across the board.
It's probably y'all's
More,
approach.
no, it ain't my approach because I'm a very
What?
approachable
You
person.
can't even say it.
Because you already know me, fool. I ain't never had no issue with my customer service. I've been in customer service my entire career, so I'm good on customer service. End.
Okay.
So I know what the standard of customer service should be.
Okay.
So going somewhere or dealing with people, everybody going through the same stuff right now. We number one, nobody asks you to work where you work. You filled out a contract, applied, and then got hired, and you still there. So I don't. The attitude for me is pointless. You chose to come here.
Do you
every
go
day.
there every day?
Nah, not every day.
Do
But
you deal with them throughout that day? Maybe they just having a bad day, man.
yeah.
well, that's what I'm saying. If it was just a one-time experience, then cool, I could chalk it up to maybe this person is having a bad day. But if I go to the same place or I frequent the same place very frequently, and everybody's having attitude, including the manager, and then I reach out to corporate to complain, and no response, or even if I call the manager, nothing handled. Like it's been.
Do you shop in the hood?
I wouldn't really say where I live or shop is in the hood.
Okay.
But
I'm
it
just
is
trying to get some
But
clarification.
it is
A lot
black
mostly
folks.
black?
Yeah,
It's a lot of us.
It's the hood.
97.9%.
It's the hood.
Yeah,
It's the hood.
It's the hood. I don't
Just
know
because you don't live in the projects doesn't mean he's not the hood.
like I don't even care. I'm about to start putting. I went to I'm
Okay.
gonna just go through different scenarios.
Okay.
I went to Big Daddy's.
What the heck is
It's a-
Big Daddy?
It's a soul food restaurant on Candler Road.
Okay.
On
Strike-
where? On where? Where?
Another disclaimer.
So-
disclaimer.
Yeah.
Another disclaimer.
Listen. Man, forget that. This is Mannish, man.
I'm about to say, yeah,
Talk with-
I don't
talk
care.
your
Well,
talk.
we gonna call it Big Papas.
Big Papas.
Yeah, Big Papas.
Man, no.
I mean, they probably got
Big
reviews.
Daddy's on Candler Road.
Yeah, you-
I'm about to say, and I don't
This is
care.
his Yelp
'Cause
review.
I'm about to, because I Yelp this Google review and all of the above, so I don't care.
Hey, my
I went to Big Daddy's
my
on
brother-
Candler Road.
My brother Disco. This is what you asked for.
Hey,
this is what you
look.
wanted.
Look, you already know you're gonna get unfiltered with us, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it 100. Went to Big Daddy's on Candler Road. Got
Hey, they keep saying
the
it.
customer service wasn't the issue. Look, the customer service wasn't the issue. The customer service actually was pleasant. Everybody was pleasant. What pissed me off? What pissed me off? And like I said,
Right, we can get fined.
I'll take part of the blame for this, for not paying attention like I should have.
Okay.
But I get home
Okay.
and getting undressed, just so happened to check my receipt.
Mhm.
The Negro at the register tipped himself on my card, and I didn't even catch it. So because I did the math, I'm like, hold on, how much was your plate? How much was my plate? Okay, we got
How much you tip yourself?
like $8.
Oh, my man. Hey, make
Hey,
it.
hey.
So
That was an easy lick.
very easily because I didn't even catch it. And like I said, I'm pretty sure a lot of people go in there.
So imagine how
and
many
don't-
people he did it to.
That's what I'm saying. That was my
He
that was my
probably only
next.
did it light skinned people because he feel like he can get away with it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
He probably thought you was Mexican.
We was
You
wait.
look, you look
wait, shut
so
up,
we look so passive, non-aggressive.
Nah, if you know me, you know that's total opposite. But yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, if you know me, that's total opposite. But what happened was, like I said, how I know he was getting several people because I was standing like they one of the meals that we had to wait for it to be made. So while we're waiting, he didn't run out by 7, 8 people.
Oh yeah, he done made $70.
Nobody was looking at their receipt. Not a soul. Everybody was just taking the receipt, sliding it in their pocket.
Nah, now another
And
baby
on the-
powder.
and
Was
when-
there anything like so?
But-
Have you
but
been
how-
back? Have you been back to
No, I
see if
haven't.
anything was posted saying like they automatically add gratuity in the?
No, but that's the thing though. Like we tried calling, like I said, they don't answer. We ain't been back. No, but
Oh yeah, that phone don't ring.
phone
That phone
ring.
ring to some apartment.
boy,
Hey,
phone rang every day for several days, and I was like, you know what, I just chalk it up as an L, and I won't deal with them no more going forward.
Nobody said everything show up.
I won't deal with them no more going
Antoine.
forward.
Oh, Twism. What up, Twism?
Twism.
What was the question?
It wasn't no question. He just
Oh.
said it looks like rights lengthy negative reviews on the regular.
I don't actually. I'm not,
That's a good observation.
That's a good
Twism.
observation,
I'm
Twism.
actually not the review person. I really don't leave reviews. But if I have a problem, I will call up or go back to the store and complain about whatever the
Yes,
issue is.
We have been at work and bro's like, hold on, bro, we gotta go back.
Yeah, I'm about to say I have no problem.
That is the Caucasian part of it.
Yeah, we
Nah,
did.
'cause
We don't pull back into the work
either-
parking lot. He's like, we gotta turn around and go back, bro.
That's the problem we have as the people now. We become accustomed to letting stuff slide.
So what did you accomplish?
you spend well, on that one, no, nothing, because I didn't go back. But
Right. Okay.
yeah, but
You
on
just wasted your daytime minutes for nothing. So,
shut up, fool. Ain't waste nothing.
So-
like I said, I was trying to get a handle, but they didn't answer the phone.
are you going back?
No. So yeah, they
You're not going back?
Nah, business with them is ceased.
Okay.
Business with them is ceased. But every day we've had an issue. So there's a Burger King.
Okay. So can we save some of this for some of the next?
I got
Venmo.
I got
That boy-
Venmo's going. I'm just saying customer service
You can,
trash.
you can have my portion. I ain't got nothing to vent about this week.
All right.
No, I ain't gonna take your portion. It's cool.
I ain't got nothing to vent about. That's what I said. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
This go,
Sandwich queen. Go ahead.
I was told not to be petty this week, so
man.
I'm gonna give it up.
So Burger King.
Okay.
I know
Queen.
whoever.
Sandwich queen.
Whatever.
Okay.
The place across the street from my house.
That'll work.
So I like with since since Corona has hit, a lot of people's business hours have changed.
Right.
But for the most part, people have switched their door signs. Even on Google, have updated their time frames. I know.
Wait a minute.
It's a ghost.
That's for y'all talking shit.
Hold on, just hold it.
Shit. God don't like ugly. That's why your mic gonna fall next.
I probably can't stand you then, my brother.
You see my mic still standing, sir.
It's on there.
Still.
It-
Go ahead, keep talking.
Nigga gonna spend the rest of the show trying to put it. Yeah.
Ain't nobody.
This why a nigga doing a fundraiser right now. This why I'm doing 4 quarters right now.
I wasn't even touching it. I watched it.
If
This
you-
why I'm doing 4 quarters right now.
If he can, please donate $1
Donate $1.
Wait a
to
minute.
Cash Sign Disco. What is it? Disco 100.
Dollar sign Disco
Dollar sign
100.
Disco
Hold on,
Dollar-
No, don't do that yet. Don't do that yet. We
Oh,
gonna get into that.
okay, but yeah, don't do that yet. We'll hold off on that.
Yeah, we gonna tell you in a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna
but
give you
just
all
hold that thought.
all the details in a little bit. But yeah, so sandwich place across the street from where I live. Yeah, there's times on the door set, and like I said, every other place in the area has adjusted and changed their signing on the door or on the Google website where you can view like the open times and stuff. So Kroger has done it, McDonald's has done it. You know, all the little businesses that was within the location, Ingles, everybody within a certain mile radius of where we live has changed and adjusted their time frames. This place hasn't. So on their door, they have a set time. On their website, they have a set time. Claims that they open at 6 a.m. We've been there a couple times throughout this pandemic through the time frame that they have written on the door and on their website.
Okay.
Never open at the time that is listed on the door.
Okay.
So I went back when they did open. Went to the drive-thru, talked to the person. I was like, just out of curiosity, what time do y'all open?
When they want to.
She was like, oh, we open at long pause, 7 a.m. I was like, oh, okay, well, y'all need to change y'all dough because y'all dough say 6 a.m. I don't know when y'all gonna update it, but y'all need to. Girl just closed the window and walked off. I'm like, oh, okay, I hope
They had enough of your stuff.
I guess so.
So, all right. So that's funny you say that. I live in Marietta. Okay. So the McDowell's
I was about to say. I got to say.
by my house.
I got to say.
McDowell's.
Out my
McDowell's
head. 'Cause I said.
by my house.
Y'all get on my nerves.
Not only do they open when they want to, they close when they want
I'm about
to.
to say, hey, I'm about to say the McDowell.
Coincidentally,
So look,
The
same-
McDowell's and
same
Kennesaw
issue.
do the same thing.
So look, you can go by there one night at 10
The wet
o'clock.
nights.
You can go by there one night at 10 o'clock
Redhead.
and they open. You can go by there the next day at 9 and ain't not a soul in there.
Yeah, I'm about to say do the same thing at the one
So-
in Kennesaw.
Yeah, so you can go there in the morning. You know, you go there, get your coffee in the morning, everything be cool. You go there the exact same time the next morning.
Ain't nobody there.
Bruh, yo, coincidentally, randomly, like within the last few months, went to the taco place that everybody's familiar with, and
Taco Buzzer.
yeah, them, yeah,
Okay, Taco Buzzer.
yeah, we went there. Went to the cellar of Baja Blast. We went there. We went there.
The seller.
The dude,
Hey, I'm mad. I never
Now
said
they-
about high blast anywhere else.
they don't sell. Yeah.
Anybody in the store.
Yeah.
Well, now you can. Now you can.
Now you can, yeah. Now they sell it in the can and in
Yeah,
the
now
bottle,
you sell it
but
in the bottle.
beforehand they didn't do it. It was only there.
I
But
didn't know
yeah,
that.
shout out the dude of the Tall Hills.
So we went there now on their door and on their website, 1 a.m. They close the same time. They've been closing the same time, 1 a.m. We got there, it was like 12:20 something. Dude was like, yeah, we just closed at 12:26. I'm like, what?
He didn't want to fix your food.
Dude, bruh, I was
No,
like,
listen.
you can't make this type of stuff
Listen,
up.
bro.
Like just randomly, whatever time it was on the clock, he was like, they closed 2 minutes before we got there.
Hey, bro.
I was like, bruh.
Maybe they were supposed to close at 12 and they had to stay a little later.
And then you can't reach nobody in no corporate.
I'll
Like,
tell you one thing. I know one thing. Out of this vent mode, I have gathered enough information.
You eat a lot. You
that
eat
I
out
need to
way
know.
too much.
I mean, Walmart, it ain't just food places.
So look.
Those are just the worst cases.
That's cool. You like to eat out, you like to shop. The main thing I have learned in this whole conversation is don't go shopping with Serge and don't go to eat nowhere with Serge. Because
Yeah.
it's always going to be something that's messy.
That's false. Y'all done been eating out with me, and we ain't never had no issues.
We've had when we worked at that place. We've gone back a couple of times.
Oh, you talking about coming in the bank room now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We
Oh,
yeah. That's
Oh,
yeah, yeah. But
you talking about her team?
boy, stupid, bro. So
Van borrowing.
what bad experience we had? I don't remember having no bad
Where
experiences.
did we go? Where
Man,
did
Chloe
we
just
go?
make it look. We ain't never had no bad
No,
experience.
I remember y'all went and got tacos, bro, and had to go back to get all the dressings because y'all ain't had nothing on the tacos.
Did we?
Yes. yes.
Yeah, meat.
I don't remember.
But that's how they do it though.
Then we went to that new spot and well, you ain't go, but it had us there for like an hour.
I about to say I didn't have any bad experiences.
But
in the
I
Marietta
truly-
area,
I
didn't.
taco place.
I truly feel like,
I don't
man,
remember that
since I don't know if it's since say it for me.
Since Corona
Not Corona, but what's the
was it COVID?
okay?
Oh,
he
you said it right that time.
But yeah,
They keep saying I say COVID weirdly, but
They
you did.
COVID.
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 Hey man, we gotta call
Y'all
him.
better watch
We
the
gotta
news
call
site.
him.
They say COVID too.
The mic ain't on. What's happening? Welcome to Mannish.
Is this Mannish Live?
Is
Yes,
this,
it is the man line.
This is Mannish line.
is this Uncle Mel?
Hey man, is this a light bright segment? Because I believe
Oh, this is Twisted.
Twizzle.
Twisted, you getting real disrespectful. Pickle Rick, look,
Hey,
do this.
he can't say no. He light skinned too.
He's more brown.
He more brown, yeah. He ain't like.
Yo, Clark, first off, we the same complexion, bro. Don't do that, man.
You ain't.
You got, you know, you're a little bigger than me, all. That's all, bro.
What's up, Twizzle, man? What's happening?
Ain't nothing, man. You know, I'm at my bowling league, and I'm listening to y'all segment, man. I enjoy listening to you guys. I wanted to address one thing that Light Bright was talking about with customer service.
Okay.
So, being that I actually work in the, the customer service industry, I work at the bank. One thing I want to vent about is when we have, company policies on the door, a simple one. Let's go with, you must wear a mask in here. I think we all agree that's pretty simple, right?
Very
Yeah,
simple.
Yeah.
Why do I have to deal with customers that come in spitting and spewing their political rhetoric about why you shouldn't wear no mask? It's a constitutional,
So let me
No,
ask: Are
neither.
these are these people that you are talking about? Are they light pigmented?
sadly enough, they're both.
Oh,
Do you have a mask on now?
Arguments about why you don't have to wear a mask because it's against my constitutional right. And therefore, we go from willing to help and take care of you to fuck you. Like, fuck you and your shit, man. I don't care about you. So, I think that we all actually really try to do our part for customer service. What the customers, y'all bring out the bad side of us.
I
We wanna
agree.
be professional.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
So, are you wearing your mask now?
Say again?
Are you wearing your mask now?
Oh, man, shit.
Hang up the phone or Mike gets corona.
I got the mask of Jesus on me. Right now.
All your customers feel the same way. They're like, we got the mask of Jesus too, sir. You gonna cash my check?
Yeah, we gonna decline that shit. But
Yeah. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you, man, appreciate the call. Hey, listen, don't go holler at whatever branch he's at. I'm not gonna say it, but if you do find out where he's at, he ain't gonna do nothing for you. So don't go holler at him.
That's a lot. Two of them look out for me every time I call him.
He did look out for me one time, but I'm gonna keep that under wraps, Twism, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't supposed to be done. But we're gonna leave it at that.
listen, I almost got fired a couple times, but it's okay, man. I got it.
Hey, man. Hey, for the culture, baby.
You need to open an account.
Yeah, man.
Hey, appreciate the call, brother.
Yeah. He do
Yeah,
that.
man.
All right, appreciate it, Twiz.
He'll look out for you. He'll help you up.
But yeah, man, that's a pretty decent vid moment. I think everything is pretty much across the board. I don't know if it's since COVID or what, but I think everything as far as fast food, especially fast food, has gone downhill.
Majorly.
I don't know why, but
I mean,
It
fast
is
food
what it
already
is.
kind of sucked before.
It did. I'm about to say I didn't have high expectations of dealing with like fast food or restaurants or anything
Yeah.
like that before.
So-
But it's definitely gotten worse.
So I really didn't have event mode. I pretty much went long last week on my event mode. So I'm gonna pass it up. So we gonna I think my boy Disco got a event mode.
It's,
I know he got a event mode.
Nah, but actually, it's some serious shit. Basically, like you said with the COVID, and my job, which I'm not gonna say, we got when you first come in the door, we got like all these bulletin signs and shit that they feel important
Yeah.
Right.
as soon as you walk in.
Right.
When you get your actual block pack, they got another 20 something letters on the window that they feel is important.
Right.
Mhm.
But we done had 18 cases of COVID got there from people that work there.
Mhm.
But by law they got to notify you.
Right.
Ask me where those letters at.
They not.
Those letters are down the hall in a glass window going towards the outside of the building.
So pretty much with nobody paying attention
Correct.
to it. Yeah.
But they holler about safety first all the time.
It's only safety first when it's in regards to them being sued.
It's exactly. So you got to go on the yard and wear your vest, a yellow vest, or you get rolled up. That's to them safety. So I
Yeah.
guess safety gonna keep me from catching the fucking COVID.
No, safety just gonna keep them from getting a lawsuit.
Mind you, I guarantee you, I want a sis to do research for me. I guarantee we the only county in the world that still don't require passengers to wear masks on our damn bus.
For real?
We don't. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't. We
That's
don't
crazy.
require. There's no requirement for any passengers to ride on our bus with no mask, and the shit's still free. So
That's
we getting
crazy.
all kind of some bitches on our buses.
Y'all
The
get
bus
y'all
free?
getting
I'm not gonna
homeless.
say the name.
Y'all getting homeless
We
folks
getting
who ain't got
everything.
nowhere to go.
This
They
what I
can get
do.
on the bus, get a little warm.
Listen,
I'm serious.
This
No,
what I
I'm
do.
laughing 'cause
But
I know that's
look,
true.
Chris, this what I do. I peep game. I peep game quick.
I ain't
Yeah,
no
because of
buses free.
COVID. Yeah,
This I
because
peep
of COVID.
game
A lot
though.
of people done started charging again.
Check this out. I peep game real quick, and I don't give a damn right me up or not to kiss my ass. I pull out in the morning time. We all pull out at the same time, top of the hour.
Mm.
I'm the last one to pull in my stall on purpose, because what they do is they sit there and we'll pull up first. That's who they ride with, because you can't say where you going. Do you got money? They get on the first bus. They pull in the stalls. We got like 12 stalls, different routes. I pull in 3 minutes after, on purpose, and get caught up on my time later because I don't want. No disrespect, you can't put them off.
Right.
Again, we don't require no mask.
Yeah, that's messed up.
All we got is a fucking yellow chain that's right behind us that they can't walk up on us. But they still
So they
You
still got to
still
enter
do
through the back door.
they still enter through the back, but at the same
But you can
time,
still sit towards the front.
not only that, you on a closed in. That shit travel fucking 80-something feet.
Yeah.
And CDC said
No
if you
fucking
in the area,
requirements,
if you're in a
bro.
closed area longer than
No,
15 minutes.
look, but we get rolled up if we don't put the fucking mask
But what
on.
I'm saying is, if that's the case, then I don't understand. I mean, I understand why they don't do it because they don't care. But
These folks
if
got
if they-
$18 million, dog.
what I'm saying, if they're not going to require people to wear masks, they should have did a solid plexiglass or some kind of partition.
Back to that part. I'm sorry. Back to that fucking part. We got one bus. This shit supposed been done months ago. We got one bus sitting in the corner on the fucking yard that got the plexiglass. We got a whole another 120 some buses ain't been fucking touched. That bitch in the yard parked. So not one motherfucker's life is saved over there.
They do that just in case somebody pull up.
No, they ain't want nobody fighting over the bus.
Exactly what it
Yeah.
is. Because if one of them 120, then the other 119 gonna have a problem.
Well, they claiming, I'm off camera now, they claiming that it's coming. It's coming. Mind you, every damn week we getting one or two. You got to pay attention to the board. But you know, mother ain't on vacation. You feel me? It's like I said, it's messed up.
We've been notified that it's been a pandemic since March. You mean to tell me since March they ain't touched but one bus?
No, listen to me. At first, I'm gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gonna laugh your ass off. She gonna fall out the damn chair. You know what they gave us at first? I might be exaggerating. Some dollar store shower curtains. We had fucking shower curtains. You can see the motherfucking circles on top of the motherfucking shower curtain. You can see the holes. This flapping by the seat. Shower curtains, dog.
Hey,
A damn $1 billion company. We got fucking shower curtains.
so we got somebody that commented and said, seeing how COVID has a 98% survival rate, and we have more people die from the normal flu, masks are pointless if your eyes and ears are open and not covered by the mask if you think you need one. Hey, so I'm gonna break it down as simple as I can, right? So it is a pretty high survival rate, right? But we can't compare it to the flu. How many people have died as quickly, and the number of people that have died
Yeah.
as quickly as they have? Yes, we understand people die from the flu, but like everything can't be a conspiracy. So instead of saying we're not going to do this and we're not going to do that, how about we just try to be safe on the safe side? Because clearly, when we don't use, a little caution for error, if we don't use a little caution for error, if we don't, hey, what's going on, caller?
How you doing? What's going on?
What's happening?
What's up? This is Uncle Mel.
Hey, what's happening?
What's happening, Uncle Mel?
Batman.
I just want to say, most of these people don't like to wear masks because their breath stink.
Oh, shoot.
And when they put their mask on, it let them know that their breath stink, so they don't want to put that mask on because they got to smell their own shit all day.
Uncle Mel, you might be right. You might be right, Uncle Mel.
That's
But
all I got to say about that.
hey, appreciate the call, Uncle Mel. Appreciate the call, Uncle Mel.
All right, brother.
All right.
Hey, but all right, so back to what I was saying. Why not use a little caution? I'm gonna give you two things, right? Number one being the same people that have an issue wearing masks have no problem putting on a seatbelt that was mandated for us to wear, that only affects and only affects us. Mm-hmm. It doesn't affect you. If I wear my seatbelt, it doesn't affect you. It only affects me. If I don't wear it, if I live. If I don't wear it, I die. It doesn't matter, right?
Right.
These people have no problem, Mr. Bishop. They have no problem wearing a seatbelt. But when it comes to a mask that could slow it down, we're not saying that it's 100% gonna work. But my number two thing is gonna be to go into that is, if I'm standing here with no pants on and you standing here with no pants on, if I start pissing, are you gonna get wet?
I was finna bring that up.
Right? You're gonna get wet.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if you put on pants and I don't have on pants still and I get to pissing,
Can you still hear?
you still get a little wet. But it will protect it some. Now, if you put on pants and I have on pants, which for people who don't understand, pants represent masks. If you put on pants and I put on pants and you go to pissing, majority of that piss is gonna be on you.
All that piss gonna be on you. Let you got
You
jump.
might run out your feet. You might step in it, something like that. Might run out your pants. Like, right. So to break that down, I can't get it any more simple than that. I can't get it any more simple than that. At this point, when people don't want to wear masks, it's just like they pick and choose. Like, the same people that don't want to wear masks are the same people that say, hey, stop following behind the government. Stop being sheep. But y'all follow behind a man that'll tell you it's gold in this pile of doo-doo and y'all will jump head first in it. No questions asked because he said it.
We gotta get him on the show.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's just be real.
That was a good analogy.
Yeah.
I agree. It's something that's simple that doesn't hurt anybody. Putting the mask on ain't changing nothing. And so, I mean, like I said, majority of stores require it, gas stations require it, a bunch of different businesses require it. It's literally just.
So, hold on, I'm sorry. So your response is a mask doesn't slow it down if your eyes and ears are still uncovered. Your eyes and ears don't spread it. Your eyes don't breathe from your lungs. Has nothing to do with your respiratory system. You can't sneeze, you can't cough out of your eyes, you can't do that out of your ears either. But you can do it out of your mouth. We're not saying that you can't get it through your eyes. You absolutely can get it through your eyes. But that has nothing to do with you wearing. I'm not wearing a mask because I don't want to get it from you solely. I'm wearing a mask because I want to stop what's coming out of my body from getting it in anybody else. Correct. So if all of us do the same thing, yes, it may not stop it, but it will slow it down. For some of these people to be so smart, they're dumb.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They're dumb. Yeah. And they will keep. Man, we just gotta we need to have a whole show on this.
Yeah, because to me it's a small task. Like I say, even if it ain't gonna stop it, I agree. I think it will slow it down. I say if everybody complied, but that's the thing. I still see a bunch of people who don't comply, and then those same people wind up either sick or affected. Like I said, I don't think, and majority of people that I know personally that have had it, it hasn't been any death cases. But I do know a lot of people who have died from it.
I know 2 people that were young,
Agree? Yeah.
that died from it.
Yeah, so do I.
do know a couple people that died
Yeah,
from
so
it.
do I.
So I
No
agree.
pre-existing
I
conditions,
agree.
nothing.
The survival rate is, but at what point do we? At what point do we say, you know what? Let's just do what we got to do to try to get past this and move on,
Right.
instead of just continuing to deal with it and deal with it and deal with it because of some people's view of, well, you know, it's my right not to wear a mask. It's my right not to do a lot of stuff. It's my right not to do a lot of stuff that we have laws for, like wear a seatbelt.
Ain't that about a blip?
Yeah. I said I had COVID earlier this year, and I lived from it. I didn't have any.
Clearly, you still
I
here.
didn't, right.
here.
I didn't have any. I didn't have any serious
I had it as well.
death-threatening symptoms.
But what about you?
But
You didn't have any.
I caught it while wearing a mask, so I will say, you know, mask ain't gonna stop it. That's
No, but
that
what-
part of it is true.
what
But I was following guidelines.
but
Yeah, but I'm about to say people around me weren't wearing masks, possibly. Yeah.
exactly. So my thing is,
I had it as well. and I don't
my
know
thing
how I got
is,
it.
Yeah.
when it
I don't know
comes
how I
to
got it or where I got it from.
when it comes to the survival rate, right? When it comes to the survival rate,
Mm-hmm.
do we continue to take chances with like somebody who may not be 100% in their best health? Because at the same time with the flu, I would keep them away from somebody who had the flu the same way I would with COVID. So it doesn't
Like,
change
that
the
flu
fact.
or pneumonia
Right,
or
it
anything.
doesn't
in
change.
in that situation, like my mother, she's a breast cancer survivor. Whenever I'm around her, whether I'm just going to see her, I'm like, I still don't go in her house. I stand in her front yard, talk to her, hey, how you doing, and go on about my day. I would never, because I expose myself to people who possibly may have it. I would never just go around her like that. And so with you saying we shouldn't be wearing masks, like it's people like that is the reason why we should be wearing masks. People who are cancer survivors, people who do have these pre-existing conditions.
Yeah,
Like I don't know. What's his name?
It's funny. It's funny to me because, you know, the first thing people say is the government is trying to, your government is trying to control you. Yeah, it's control, it's control. But it's funny how people pick and choose what they decide for themselves
control.
is government control. So I mean, as long as we don't have it, when you present facts, we can talk about it, we can debate about it. If it's not facts, then there's nothing that we can say or do.
Government control be to stay in the house, not wearing a mask, and control us with masks.
I don't know.
So like Biden said he's trying to shut the country down for 6 to 8 weeks when he gets in office. That's more government control than having a mask mandate.
But all of this is coming from somebody who, number one, said that we needed to wear masks from day one. We needed to wear masks. It was serious. Then 2 weeks later, I don't need to wear a mask. It's not that serious. It's being blown out of proportion by fake news and media, and like I don't know, man.
Once the summer get here, it'll die.
Yeah, it's supposed to be gone. It's supposed to be gone.
The heat will kill it.
It's supposed to be gone.
It can't survive in over 85-degree weather.
Yeah, it's supposed to be gone. So
I mean, I'm a high school football coach. You know how many programs that got shut down because of COVID?
I
And
tell you
we've been
what,
practicing
though.
90-degree
I tell
weather?
you what. Hey Matt, everybody's entitled to what they believe. You know what I'm saying? I can't knock you for what you believe, but what I will say is you get facts, and I'll get facts. And how about you come on the show? No hate involved, none of that. It's like clear cut talk. You speak what you speak, I speak what I speak. And no talking over each other. And you're more than welcome to bring somebody with you.
What is that? What is that? What was that?
So there's no point in reading it. It's
At this point, I want to know where the
but
information is.
at the end of the day, if it's no facts, we just beating a dead horse.
That's true.
We just beating a dead horse. So that's why I said, if you want to come up here with facts, if you want to come up here with some facts, and you can bring somebody with you if you want to make you feel more comfortable or whatever, because I don't want you to feel like people teaming up on you or nothing like that. You bring some facts, we'll present facts, and we'll have a conversation. We'll have a conversation about it, and, we'll go from there. But, yeah. I don't even remember what we were talking about, to be honest with you.
Actually, event mode.
We talking about event mode given by Disco.
Okay.
That's how
My
we
bad,
that's
Disco.
how
I
it
took over.
curves.
My bad.
No, yeah.
My
Well, I said,
bad.
yeah, no, yeah. It was a good segue.
Yeah. Okay. I remember now. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
The shower curtain.
But yeah. So but yeah, man. So for right now, look, anybody that is right now, I don't know if anybody's on Facebook Live. Look in the comments, man. You'll see the link. Please start following, subscribing, and going to the Mannish YouTube page and subscribing to that, please. DISCO100 Radio, please subscribe to that. Anybody that's watching right now, do you have to be subscribed to watch? I don't think so.
Nah,
if you're watching, please subscribe to the Mannish Podcast page and subscribe to the DISCO100 Radio page. All right. So what I was saving was, for anybody that follows us on social media, you will see that we have been posting DISCO100's fundraiser, right? So he has a fundraiser going on, if you don't know, where it's $1 fundraiser, 4 quarters. 4 quarters.
Money you can find in your ashtray.
I thought you were about to say something else.
What? Hey, I stopped typing.
Ashtray is what he
I
said.
stopped typing everything.
But yeah, listen. This is the way it breaks down between all of his social media followers, and we ain't even talking about the people that are on his platform as far as podcasts, because he has multiple podcasts, a lot of podcasts on his platform. We're not even talking about those followers or those people's individual followers. We're talking about his followers alone. He's got about 8,000 followers. So just imagine if only half the people donated $1, where he could be at.
All right.
And the reason I'm saying this, listen, he ain't begging nobody for no money, nothing like that. At the end of the day, he's providing us a platform. He's providing other people a platform. And because he's the cat that he is, and it's pretty much as long as I've known Disco now for, I don't know, 8 years, 9 years, something like that.
Shit, too long enough, I know that.
But as long as I've known him, he's always tried to look out. Regardless of what it was that he was doing, he's always tried to look out. And, just trying to ease the burden a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, it's a deeper reason for this fundraiser. Because that's why it's only $1. It's a deeper reason. We're not even going to talk about it. Y'all tune in January 6th, man. We're going to really get into it then. But anybody that follows us individually or follows Mannish, man, hey, man, the Cash App, Disco, what's the Cash App? Put it in. Matter of fact,
he put it in there.
Okay. He put his Cash App in the comments, man. $1.
Can I touch that real quick?
Don't get too.
I ain't gonna get deep with it. I want to rephrase what Chris said. I'm not begging.
Right.
What it is, when you start a business, you take on a challenge yourself. That's part of having a business.
That's right.
But because of the COVID, my game plan on getting people booked, doing sessions, all that stuff has took a freeze. So I only got 6, maybe 3, 4 people just up here.
Solid shows.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but the people that we pay the bills to, the finance, the equipment, they don't give a damn about that.
Right.
So that's all I'm saying. And versus me going to a certain bank and getting a loan for 2, 3, let's say, and pay back 5, 6, why?
Right.
I'm asking for 4 quarters.
20 nickels, 10 dimes.
4 quarters. That's
100
one
pennies.
quarter every Friday for a month. But I ain't gonna go there because I get pissed off.
Yeah.
all
We
over again.
gonna wait till
go
January
ahead.
6th to hit that.
Yeah, we
but
good.
look, yeah, man. Anybody that follows us, man, that supports us, man. Hey, $1. Listen, you gonna spend that tomorrow doing something you ain't got no business doing. Probably you gonna give that to somebody that's standing in front of Quick Trip. Bro, you better go ask our boy standing in front of Quick Trip, man. I know he got $1 for you.
I'm still getting coffee, dog. I ain't paid for coffee none this week neither.
For real?
Yeah.
Hey,
I ain't asked no question, but they say you good.
shout out to our partner that's standing in front of
I don't know if
Quick
you
Trip
gave him a
getting on.
50. I don't know the other game and shit.
I need to pull up
But,
over there. What time he be up there? I'm gonna pull up
But
over
yeah,
there.
real talk, man. It's just $1, man. And
Yeah, I'm gonna give him some money.
it's just $1. But just
Give him some money.
to
I don't want to take none.
to piggyback off of that, the Mannish Podcast is taking on sponsors. Doesn't have to be anything huge. Doesn't have to be anything, super big. You know what I'm saying?
After I just cut out all these businesses, I'm sorry. Y'all customer service need to get better.
Right. Listen.
He's legally
Now
blind.
I see why Disco was waving his hand.
Right.
I got you now, Disco.
So if you look,
He's being out of eye now.
if
He's
you
legally
look at,
blind. He can't see the signs correctly.
yeah, if you look at our Sunday posts, most Sundays we kind of slacked off a little bit, but most Sundays, man, we shout out businesses, like small businesses that we know of. So we've told people on a number of occasions, post your business on our page so we can shout it out.
Keep going. I'm gonna pick back up.
Post your business on our page so we can shout it out.
Or inboxes.
And some of this sponsorship could be us setting up commercials for you. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that we can air.
Right.
You want to come on and talk about your business. Like I said, we're not asking for much. You could be $20. It could be $50. It could be $10. It could be $1. Anything helps. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're gonna keep giving you content with or without sponsorship. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying? But anything helps. We just gonna do what we do. But
And today I did the same thing. What I did today was I'm looking for 3 people with a small business to come up here and do a free interview on me.
right,
From 3 to 4 Saturday. I'm looking for anybody with a business that want to come advertise their business for free.
3 o'clock to 4 o'clock Saturday.
Let
my
me know,
people.
come up
Anybody
here.
that's listening right now that
Anybody
got a
got
business,
small
man,
business.
check it out. Hey, and look, you come up here and do an interview, man. It's gonna be more than an interview, bro. Like you get up here and you get to talk with Disco, bro. Y'all gonna really be up here clowning. It's gonna turn into something. But yeah, any sponsorship, more than welcome to inboxes. Hit us up. The Mannish Podcast on YouTube, you can hit us up. The Mannish Podcast 2018 on Instagram. You can hit us up. Send us a message there. The Mannish Podcast on Facebook. You can send us a messenger or leave a comment, whatever you want to do, man.
Any of those.
Any of that.
When
We
it
got
comes to
Twitter too, don't we?
sponsorship
Yeah, we got
or
Mannish
when it
Podcast
comes to
Twitter too.
anybody that has a business, you leave your business information, leave your name of the business, leave what your business does. Give us a little breakdown. Just don't go put your name of your business and what your name is. Like give a little bit, give a little bit of information and put hashtag Mannish Podcast so we'll know, we can pick y'all and bring y'all on the show or, do a segment. Well, not a segment, but put together a post for y'all on our Sundays, our small business Sundays.
Also, we're gonna do in 2 weeks. We're gonna do a bingo on Mannish Podcast, a live bingo drawing. They can buy a card, and we'll screenshot the card that we picked from them live, and we're gonna do a bingo night here, and we're gonna go 50-50 split.
Hey, I'm with that.
I'm with that. That
I'm
sounds
with
dope.
that. Sound like a good little.
The free T-shirt that we were talking about not too long ago.
Hey, so.
Hey,
So if y'all remember when we first started our podcast, I had to remember.
You sound like a girl in that damn debate. You say that shit one more time. One more time.
If y'all remember, man, we first started this podcast, man. We said we were gonna try to give some merch to our biggest supporter, right?
Yeah.
So thus far, we are all in total agreement
Yes, sir.
that our biggest supporter.
Yes, sir.
Give us a drum roll.
I was about to say no sound effects, please.
My boy KC. KC, man. Listen, we will be. Hey, we ain't got no. Hit the button on the DJ, boy. DJ.
We ain't got no damn boy.
No, come on. I'm just playing. Hey, but look, man, KC, we will be getting with you, man, to get you some merch. And the reason we call him KC, man, my boy is out there in KC. And he tunes in every week, man. So we appreciate that support, man, all day long, man.
Nah.
Pimp Mills on here watching?
What?
Yeah, I sent him the link.
No, he's a LNDKC.
Yeah, LNDKC.
There he is.
Pimp Mills.
Mills a
Listen,
pimp.
we gonna get off though, Pimp Mills. We don't need you starting no mess. You got to call in next week and catch us, my brother. But hey.
Oh,
I didn't even know you had a
I didn't even know you had pictures.
Oh,
no, the reason I kept the conversation because I didn't know you had it.
What that what
Yeah.
black folk do? We don't
we got
communicate.
15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and jump into.
See you, Uncle
First
Mill.
off,
Uncle Mill, you might need
Hey,
some.
we're gonna keep it short. We're
some
gonna keep it
Mannish
short.
Yeah, we're going to keep it real
We gonna
short.
keep it
Just
real
one
short.
picture.
Don't say nothing yellow.
So
Keep
But
talking.
yeah, man, y'all continue to ride out with us, man. We're gonna keep growing this thing. We're gonna grow it. We're gonna grow it until, hey, we get to where we want to be. But our first thought segment is something that my boy Disco came up with, man, and it's just us giving our first thoughts on the pictures that he has presented for us. All right,
Do y'all know what that is?
That's the Birkin bag, ain't it?
that's a never had bag. What in the world?
Hold on.
Mitch.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm not. Listen.
Hold on.
That was a Birkin bag, right?
Yeah,
that's a
no,
Birkin
no,
bag.
that's a Birkin bag.
There we go. Now talk to me.
All right, so let me
Go ahead, take it away, Clark.
with the Birkin bags, man. Those are highly expensive purses that I don't see no use for. Like, why am I spending $3,000-$4,000 on a bag? It's more than
Some of them
50,000.
50,000.
I'm about to say 3, 4.
Oh, I didn't know there was that much.
Not a Burger
50.
King bag, a Birkin bag.
I thought it was like
When you say
Say
Birkin,
Burger King.
hey, $50,000 bag. But hey, man, I don't even want
50,000, bro.
$50,000 bag. Ain't
So and probably majority of the women that carry them ain't got $50,000. Ain't got $5,000.
Just that picture alone, she got.
$500,000.
$500,000 worth of bags in there.
Nah, so all of them probably ain't 50 though. I mean,
That's what I said.
It's some $10,000 bags. It's some $10,000 bags.
It's
Listen.
it's
If I was a
pancake
celebrity,
areola.
I would have nothing
But that's
but
what
knockoff
the
bags.
critic came in at. I don't know. I know Angel probably seen that. That the lady that made these purses said that she pissed off that the rapping chicks even buying her shit.
Well, the same thing Tommy said when
Yeah.
black folks was
That's
buying.
why I did research on that. He didn't really.
She said she was upset that
Chris
they
Paul,
buying.
a bunch of brands have done this
Everything
before.
else-
We've seen
He
it
said
before.
he did not make it for us to wear.
I've been trying to find.
It was on an interview.
Gucci said it. I mean, all
Yeah,
these
it's
brands, all
like-
these major brands have
Yeah.
had
Because-
an issue.
So, but yeah, Birkin bags, I don't have nothing to say about it because I
Me
never
either.
bought one
That's-
They ain't in my tax. They ain't in my tax bracket.
That is not a tax bracket.
So this is the first. Okay, so the first thought is
Do you know what that is?
where we. No, I don't
That's
care
Diddy.
to
That's
know.
Puff Daddy.
That's Diddy.
I don't
Yeah.
care. That's just that's the reason we are in the situation we are now with masculinity in men.
You can't.
That's I feel like that's the reason
Yeah.
that our kids are doing what they do. Puffy has been.
Hey, what Orlando Brown say? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Hey, he's on you, Serge.
this one on you, bro.
This is touching on. I mean, it's kind
It's a
of
different
correlates.
picture.
I mean, I don't know. It's a different picture, but it's I'm about to say it had the same feel as the Diddy picture.
And you a rapper, so how does it make you feel?
My point is rappers wearing dresses. What I mean, what we getting to?
Yeah, I don't agree with
I
it.
think they're confusing. They're confusing their freedom of just being them. I get it. Just be you. Do what makes you happy. Don't let society control you. But it should be a limit.
I get that, but I feel
It
like
should be a limit.
they be trying to start these style trends and start these trends so bad that they'll go as far left as they can. I just think this is a cry for help for me personally.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I don't
Yeah.
know what the problem is.
I don't agree with it though.
All I know is, ain't none of my sons better be with the foolishness at all.
That's what I'm saying. For me, my morals stand firmly, so I can't bend on what I feel personally.
you don't know the mill, man. I
Oh,
know we all had
them
we all had-
rules, them kangaroos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the rules.
Had a black pair.
Hey, the crazy part is, man, I was in Florida. No lie, boy, on everything.
Everybody got a story about
I was
these.
in Florida
You never heard of them?
for Thanksgiving. You ain't never heard of
You
them?
never heard?
Oh,
You never heard?
man.
Oh, that's what they were talking about.
No,
Yeah.
look, but Ruse is the newer,
Yeah. Yeah,
like. But I was in Florida this weekend. Well, not this weekend for Thanksgiving, right?
Right.
And on everything I love, my cousin, who was a grown person, his girlfriend had on a pair of them. I asked her, I was like,
You
"Where
got bad knees?
I don't know. I don't know what they. I don't know where she found them at. I don't know. She might do construction. I don't know.
Them look like orthopedic shoes.
No, them look like what you got to wear when you doing therapy.
Yeah, well I said orthopedic shoes.
When I say
Yeah.
warehouse, she used to work at my grandma used to work warehouse, so she used to wear gloves, shoes like that.
The
Oh.
Velcro shoes.
But
Yeah,
Chris,
could your grandma tie?
I don't know. She probably could reach down there 2 times. She ain't have enough time, so it just falls.
but Chris, back then, man, when you back then as a kid, when you put that damn Velcro and you did it just back and forth, You felt like I felt like goddamn Superman,
Listen, man,
dog. You
right.
couldn't tell
When
me shit.
When you did that, when you did,
you couldn't tell me shit.
when you did that Velcro, you powered up.
Right.
You powered up.
Right.
Yeah.
Put it longer.
But look,
It made
you
it-
always know who the bad kids was, right? Because the tongue will be all sideways,
Yeah.
and one of the Velcro straps be undone. Like if you wasn't bad, you made sure they were strapped up at all times.
You can see their socks.
Right.
Like, wow, I can see the
Right.
socks.
Yeah.
Right. But
Double strap.
but yeah, man, that's our segment of
First thought.
that's our segment of First Thought, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man.
Much love.
Another episode of Mannish in the Books. Appreciate everybody, man.
Appreciate
like
all
I said,
yeah.
anybody that
Appreciate the love, man.
comments,
The comments,
man.
the
Appreciate y'all.
questions,
We
the
love
calls.
the comments.
Yeah, we love that.
We
yeah.
love the comments, man. We love it. That's what we do it for, man, for interaction. We can talk
Right.
with you. Listen, to be honest with y'all,
We talk with
we
each
can
other every
sit
day.
at home and talk the way we talking right now, man. We just be wanting
All day.
interaction. We
Must-
just
yeah.
want the interaction, man. So we appreciate everybody that tuned in. We appreciate everybody that has subscribed to the Mannish podcast already. The Mannish, MANN hyphen
That's a
dash ISH podcast on YouTube.
On YouTube, yep.
If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you have subscribed, get some of your friends to subscribe. Please help us. Help us. Help us.
Go get your granny
Help
phone and
us.
subscribe from her phone.
Now look, I understand, like if you go to our YouTube page, we haven't posted any content.
Correct.
And that's been our fault because we kept leaving the hard drive. But we do have the hard drive with us tonight. We're going to get some of these episodes that we have done, and they will be posted to YouTube here in the very, 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 very near future.
But by the end of the week, I'll have all the episodes, or try to have all the episodes that we have had while we've been up here.
So
all the content that's on there now will be gone, and it'll only be the episodes that we have since we've been in the studio.
and
And then every week going forward, you can catch every episode that you didn't watch live on the Mannish podcast page.
And everybody that's on Facebook that followed us, please go to Mannish, the Mannish podcast on YouTube, and please subscribe and start following us there, because we are eventually going to stop recording on Facebook Live. We really just
Eventually.
doing that to try to let people know to come over to YouTube. Please go like our IG page, Mannish Podcast 2018. Please go like that. Also, leave us some comments. Leave us some topics y'all may want to discuss.
Correct.
If you're interested in coming on the show and you're local, let us know. Next week will be a little different. We are starting a battle rap. Not even a battle rap, because they're not going to be battle rapping. But we're going to bring two artists up here, independent artists. We're going to do a little interview on both of them, and we're going to play their music, and we're going to let all y'all vote. Yeah, and if they got a YouTube, we're going to play the video, but we're going to let y'all vote on who y'all like the best. Whoever wins, we bring them back. So we'll probably do this starting off just maybe once a month to try to get a feel on what everybody thinks about it. But if you're an artist, if you do music, whether you're a singer, whether you're a rapper, whatever it is, hit the comments, let us know, and we'll do a little interview on you, let you put yourself out there, get your followers, your fan base to follow you, follow Mannish, and we'll try to help you, put that out there.
Yep.
But anything else?
No, I think we've covered it all. That's about it.
But yeah, tune in next week, man. It's gonna be a little different, man. Appreciate y'all, love y'all. We'll holler at y'all, man.
Deuces.